So this video is another remake of one of my early videos that had no narration. And in this video, while there are no concrete facts given in relation to Kylie's case, I think it is still an important video to revisit. Because what is highlighted in this video epitomises the struggle that has exists from day one when it comes to trying to get to the bottom of things in Kylie's case. And that is the tendency of all those people around this case to lie and to change their stories. So in this video, I had looked at a number of statements made by Megan Cole where she discusses her connection with true crime prior to Kylie's case. So like I said, this doesn't give a direct bit of information in terms of Kylie's case, but I think it highlights how careful we need to be not to just hang our hat on one single statement made by someone, but to carefully analyse everything that they say. And this also applies in the Madeleine Soto case, because we hear so many contradictions from Jen Stearns, Stephen Stearns, and if you listen carefully, even Chris Stearns contradicts himself and says things which are later proven to be lies. So there's definitely a lesson in this that can be applied not just to Kylie's case, but across the board. So there's a few different statements here. Let's have a listen to them and do a bit of a comparison.
Because I had seen some I had never seen live true crime. That's what I'm trying. True crime videos. I'd never seen anything live. I just seen them taped or whatever. So because I never did live. Never even knew there was live on video. I didn't even know there were live videos on YouTube.
So here, and I believe this was a discussion with Tyler Feller, she is saying, I didn't even know there were live videos on YouTube. Saying, she didn't know they existed, so she has never actually been to anyone's live because she didn't know they existed.
Now, were you involved on other YouTube channels like prior to the Kiely Rodni case, like for example, like in the Chris Watts case or any other true crime stuff?
I am true crime. I watch a lot of true crime. I watch a lot of the channels. I clean houses for a living, so 95% of the time I just have something going on in the background. I think that it was more the reason I knew so much about true crime and all that and how YouTube worked was because of the AH and Johnny Depp stuff.
So, from on one hand saying that she's never been into a live stream, she doesn't know how YouTube works. She's just, never experiences it. And now she's admitting here that, well, she followed all the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp stuff. So she knows how all these live streams and stuff work. So it's a complete about face. So this is two statements from one single person where they've completely contradicted themselves. So already you can see the importance of listening to multiple statements by a person to try and understand what it is that they are telling you.
Okay, I watch true crime, and when I say I watch true crime, I clean houses. And so therefore, true crime, I watch videos that have been in the background, like I watch certain people, or I hear them in the background. I never comment and never talk about it, and it's usually old videos, and so it's things from years past. So it's never been something this is new, because I've never been on a panel before this case, and I've never commented in any chats before this case.
Now, that's not a contradiction to the two things I just played, is it? Because she's not saying that she's never been into a live stream here. She's just saying, I've never been on panel and I've never commented in a live stream. So I guess that does back up the second statement. She is at least admitting here that she's been in live streams before Kylie's case. But she's saying that she's never commented or never gone on panel. It seems to be a pretty clear statement there. But then she goes on another panel and says this. And the funny thing is, I know exactly when this happened. I remember it even before I even knew who Megan Cole was. I remember being in the lab, which is another YouTube channel, and watching one of his live streams when this occurred.
I think that's how one day I found it one time. I was like on a live and I was like, is this actually a live? And I hit it and they blocked me. I'm like, oh, well, it was like 6 months to a year before I think I even knew. It was like with the Summerwell case or something. And I was so confused I didn't get it at all.
So here we've had 4 different statements from one individual made at different times on different channels. And at first this person is saying, I've never been, before Kylie, I'd never been on a live stream. I had no idea how these things worked. This is all new to me. And then in another live stream, she's saying, well, yeah, no, I know how it all works because I followed the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp case. So I'm familiar with live streams and chats and stuff like that. On an aside, I suspect that this is the kind of person who would still have commented in the chat section on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case. And then of course we have this final comment where she's talking about the Summerwells case. So that even predates the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case. And she's admitting that she was in somebody's live stream and commented, is this even live? So, like I said, this video doesn't give us any new information in the Kylie Rodney case. But I think it does really highlight the importance of listening back through people's statements. You know, the reason why we are all listening through Jennifer Soto's statements several times with the Maddie Soto case. Why we're listening to Stephen Stern's statements several times. Because it does give you a better understanding. It helps you to start weeding out the actual truth. Because had we taken that first statement made by this person here on this video, then we would believe that the absolute truth is that until Kylie's case, she'd never even heard of a live stream. She didn't even know they existed. But by continuing to listen, to push on, to source other audio, we've now discovered that actually she's quite familiar with live streams and she has been in people's chat prior to Kylie Rodney's case. So, thanks for listening. I hope this has perhaps emphasised one of the important things when it comes to researching a case. And I hope I've kind of explained myself well enough here. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and please leave a comment below.
I've been